Cyril Ramaphosa, the President of South Africa, to deliver his speech. Your Excellency, sir.
Your Excellency, dear brother, President Mnangagwa, Your Excellency, heads of state and government, and former heads of state.
Hello. Comrades, can we allow His Excellency to deliver his speech? Comrades.
Pamsoroi, isusu sema Zimbabwe atidaro. Isusu sema Zimbabwe atidaro, ngatinyararei, maZimbabwean ngatinyararei. Iti kune munhu wakagara naye imbonyarara uti shh. Ngatinyararei. Thank you very much. Ningabantu abahle, kasithuleni. Ngatinyararei. Ngatimbonyararai timboteerera kuno.
On behalf of the people of South Africa, I'd like to express my profound condolences to the Mugabe family, to ZANU-PF, and to the people of Zimbabwe on the passing of the founding father of Zimbabwe, President Robert Gabriel Mugabe. President Mugabe was a friend of the African National Congress and the people of South Africa, and he stood by us during our darkest hour. He was unwavering in his support for our liberation struggle. Under his leadership, Zimbabwe, and especially ZANU-PF, gave both moral and material support to us at a time when our leadership was forced into exile and our people were suffering under the yoke of apartheid. When South Africa became a democracy, President Mugabe was the first African head of state to be received by President Nelson Mandela. President Mandela paid tribute to him by saying, "The people of Zimbabwe, and you in particular, deserve our profound gratitude for the role you played in the national liberation effort, both as members of the OAU and in your capacity as the leader and the chair of the frontline states." This was indeed a fitting tribute. He was a committed Pan-Africanist, unwavering in his belief and destiny and fortunes of Africa. Above all, and of all this, we are both clear, he was an African hero. We'd like to thank President Mugabe and the people of Zimbabwe for the contribution they made to our struggle. We remember with respect the legacy of President Mugabe and the sacrifices that he personally made. We are grateful for this support And we would like to say to the people of Zimbabwe, in the past 2 weeks, we as South Africans have been going through a challenging period. We have had acts of violence erupting in some parts of our country, some of which was directed at nationals from other African countries. This has led, as I can hear you are responding to the deaths and injuries of a number of people, some of whom were nationals from other countries, and the majority were South Africans. I stand before you as a fellow African to express my regret and to apologize for what has happened in our country. What has happened in South Africa goes against the principles of the unity of the African people that President Mugabe and President Nelson Mandela, Oliver Tambo, and the great leaders of our continent stood for. I stand before you, fellow Zimbabweans, fellow Africans, to say we are working very hard to encourage all our people in South Africa to embrace people from all African countries. Your Excellencies, I would like to thank you for the support that you have offered us as South Africans during this difficult time. I would like to state it here and now that South Africans are not xenophobic. South Africans are not against nationals from other countries. We welcome people from other countries, and we are going to work very hard that we encourage and promote social cohesion of all the people of South Africa, working and living side by side with people from other parts of our continent. This we shall do because we want to embrace the spirit of unity that President Mugabe worked for throughout his life. And today we pay tribute to him and we say, Fambai Zwakanaka Kushungo, Hambaka She, Ulale Ngokolo Kushungo. Thank you very much for giving me this time.